Hey there, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. We have a big week ahead of us, so there's going to be a lot of cards going on here. I'm going to be covering the week and the eclipse, because that eclipse energy is huge. It is huge. It goes out, the energy goes out for 6 months, and for you, it lands in your third house of communication. And so the way you've been communicating might need a new style, a new way of doing things. It's your opportunity to make a big change in communication issues over the next 6 months. So something just to kind of be thinking about. I'm going to start with the eclipse first, and then we'll move into the week, and we'll see how it goes, okay? This morning, I was so afraid of that. Thank you. This morning, before I got started, I meditated on your energy, and I got everything in the form of water. Like, everybody's energy came out as different kinds of water, and you have calm stream and in the flow. So you were in a stream, and it was a really calm stream, and it was just flowing along. And so I feel like you're getting into the flow of things, and I think that's important. Oh, nice. It's not what I thought it was. All right, so I have these cards. Oh, I forgot again to check what they're called, but Emoto did this thing where he put words, like taped them to glasses of water, and then took pictures of the water crystals. And it's really fascinating stuff, because like the really angry ones were really ugly and dark, and the really beautiful ones aren't. And so words are super important. And since this is about communication, I think this is something to really think about. And so the way you speak to yourself affects the water molecules, which make up 70% of your body. So speak kindly about yourself. Speak beautiful words to yourself about yourself, and be as kind as possible to other people, because they did an experiment where these plants, one of them was spoken meanly to and the other was spoken kindly to, and the meanly ones shriveled up and died. Other than that, the conditions were the same. So the water really matters. So make sure you're drinking enough water. So the crystal on this water card, the thank you one, it's pretty, but look at how fiery and everything. And so I feel like it's saying that if you remember to say thank you, show gratitude. This is actually a power card. So if you say thank you, you will move your life forward rapidly. Like you'll be on fire and water. It's kind of interesting. And then this beautiful one here was for autumn. And so I almost feel like feeling gratitude for where you are right now, and understanding that you need to say thank you to the people that matter to you. I think then you will find that by the time we get to your fall, which depends on, I guess, what part of the world you're in, then you will notice a big change in the way your life is moving. So I feel like big changes on the horizon. I kind of feel like this is more like Northern Hemisphere autumn, but I could be wrong. So, you know, timing is hard. Timing is hard with this, because what seems like forever to us is really a blink of the eye in eternity. And so I remember I used to do these readings for myself all the time, and they would say, well, I'd say, well, what is the future of? And I would get these really positive outcomes, but then didn't turn out that way. And then I realized it didn't turn out that way yet. I'm like, oh, okay, we're not done yet. I said the future, I didn't put a timing on it. So timing is kind of dicey and hard to maybe necessarily accurately predict as far as what we think they are. But I do know that this energy of the eclipse goes out for 6 months, because then we have the full moon in Cancer. So powerful stuff going on. So we're going to start with the eclipse energy and how this new moon how you can best utilize it. So if you've never seen one of these cards before, the center card is the key to the situation. Past, present, future, thoughts, feelings, actions. You're getting a ton of cards. That's crazy. All right. Oh, but what a beautiful overall energy. So, wow. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got to quit looking at the bottom when I see stuff. All right. So, Archangel Gabriel, but look, Michael, but look, he's got 2 children. So he's protecting 2 people, like small children. So you also have fated meeting. And I feel like someone that you agreed to come into this world with, that you have a karmic contract with, is on the horizon. Or a relationship that you have with somebody is being very protected, and it's going to bring about this emotional satisfaction of the King of Roses. But the King of Roses is a male. And so because it's a general reading, I tend to look at that more as yang energy. I mean, it could mean that you have this guy coming into your life. Could be you, but it's yang energy. It's taking action toward emotional satisfaction. So call on St. Michael to protect you. Fated meeting right there. Very spectacular, actually. All right, so let's see where we could put all the cards today. I'm not in my usual place. I actually don't have a usual place anymore. I am in the process of moving, and so I'm dog sitting for the summer and then transitioning to Florida. All right, so in the key of the situation, you have birth. So it's a new beginning. This cycle is new. It's important. It has, it's the opportunity for you to find that emotional connection, either with someone you're already involved with or someone that's coming. But it's over the course of the next 6 months. This communication is going to be really important. So make sure that you're being in your integrity, that you are speaking from your heart and you're speaking the truth, because if you're laying a false foundation, it won't withstand the test of time. So only by being authentically who you really are, saying what you really believe, being true to yourself, that's how you attract in the right person. If you're pretending to be somebody just to impress somebody, eventually the cracks will show and the foundation will crumble, and then you've wasted an opportunity as far as this time frame with all this energy that you have. So the best way to find the right person for you is by being who you are. In the past, you've been doing some searching through the Akashic Records. So the Akashic Records is the library of everything you've done in any lifetime. So it could be that you've been searching, you've been like, why do I always end up in this situation? I don't understand. I think I do this thing and then that happens. And then it seems like it happens over and over and over again. And why am I not getting this right? And so to me, this feels like a lot of soul searching. You may not have actually spoken to anybody to help you with your Akashic Records, or you may have actually done that or figured out how to get into them yourself. But I feel like you've been looking for the answers. Why does this happen? Why do I always end up here? In the Akashic Records, you might, even if you're just looking at what's happened in this lifetime going, I don't understand, what am I doing wrong? That's what that feels like. So, wow. Okay. So, currently, this came out in the reverse. You have 2 worlds. When I look at this, I feel like you have an opportunity to move from one thing to another. Like leaving the past behind, and you're trying to figure out what is the best way to do that. How do I move forward? Because when it's in the upright, it looks like she's turned her back on the great outdoors. But this came out like this, which tells me you're trying to figure out how to get out of where you are, to go to someplace new that will be better for your heart. Like this one's all work and drudgery. On the inside, see all the work piled up, all the things that have to be done? And she's turned her back on the fun, but when it's in the reverse, I think it's like you're like, oh my gosh, all work and no play makes Taurus a grumpy person. So we're going to leave that in the reverse. Look at this, the Akashic field. You know a change is coming. You look like you're making the mind up that you're ready to do it. I think what it is this energy from this eclipse is going to help you go ahead and make the decision, move yourself forward. Whatever that means. Move toward that fated meeting. You are going to be protected along the way by Gabriel. He's right here. Don't forget to ask him for help. In the recent past, you have been feeling blocked and stuck. If this was in the reverse, that would have meant it was clearing. But it wasn't. You have been feeling blocked and stuck, but you've been trying to figure out how. You've been feeling like, I need to figure out how to get out of this situation. But now you have, right now, it's the birth of a new idea. So I think that you know what it is you want to do in the future. Oh. In the future, you find a community that you really feel like as a soulmate community. We have the Hilaron. The Hilaron is like the librarian at the Akashic Records. It's like all the things and everything that you've known and all the people you've met through lifetimes, you're gathering together. So this community card to here makes me feel like you're getting in touch with your spiritual community. Like you are feeling like you're finding yourself. All that soul searching you were doing in the past, it's going to start paying off. So this communication is really important, that you are communicating with people, but also that you are communicating with spirit, with your higher self. Okay. So this is in the reverse. So this says autumn. If it was in the upright, it would be spring, but it was in the reverse. So yes, whatever you're working toward, it looks like the fall is when it's going to start like really shifting and changing. You have so much spiritual help. Okay, so yes, this is about communicating with spirit, because we have the Sphinx and we have our Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel, it helps with communication, speaking, thinking, writing. Excuse me. And we have Uriel and the Sphinx, and that is about, that's that deep ancestral past life soul searching. So if you're looking for answers, who do you speak to? You've got Archangel Michael for protection. You've got Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Uriel that are all here, and the Hilaron, who is an ascended master. So you have a lot of spiritual guides and help gathering around you to help you birth this new cycle of this fated meeting, this person you're supposed to meet. Now, fated meeting could be intimate partnership, but it could be the person you're supposed to go into business with. But when I see the King of Roses there, that makes me think it's going to be more of an emotional situation. So this came out in the reverse, the nesting card. So the bird's nest is about your home. And I think you're going to be feeling a little unbalanced, like things are not quite right, or what always was, or what you thought it was always going to be is going to be changed, but it's okay because you're going to find balance in this change. And so the nest, all right, so if this was a relationship that hasn't worked out and you were living together, Oh, okay. Wow. Spirit's all over this. And you were living together and it feels very disruptive. The disruption, the breaking up, the moving out and moving on, that's going to allow you to find your community, number one. And number two, that's going to allow you to feel balanced. Like you haven't been feeling balanced. And this looks like kind of like fall time frame for things to kind of wrap up. So for instance, if you were to be starting a divorce proceeding, and it could take 3 months. Or maybe you've been in one and you're almost there, or something like that. Or maybe there's decisions to move, but this, whatever's been blocking you, the blocks are being lifted. And you have so much spiritual guidance. So make sure you are talking to your spirit guides. You have Archangel Gabriel, Uriel, and Saint Michael, who's also an archangel. So, Spirit wants you to know you are never alone. You are never alone. You may not be with a partner, but you are not alone. You are completely surrounded by spirit and guides, and you are on your path. I feel like you're on your path. Like this looks like a path that was blocked, right? This path was blocked. But now we have this birth card. Like things are moving forward. Let's see how you can best manage your feelings for this. I think, understanding that you're not alone and that you have so much guidance and protection during this phase. So, all right. It could be a job situation because we have self-employment. So it could be that there was that fated meeting thing that you've got going on. Could be about a business that wasn't working, and so you're starting out on a new one, and you're not alone. You're being guided and protected as you go through this. And you also have friendship. Make a date for play. Make a date for a play day with one or more friends. So getting out and having some fun, creating that work-life balance. This community card. Right? So this community, it could be a spiritual community, or it could just be people with different ideas who like to get together and hang out and exchange conversation and learn and grow from each other. And so, you know, find a way to bring more play into your life, which isn't always easy, right? Especially when you work hard, and you know that. I know that. So you have direction. Trust your inner compass and find your bearings. So that feels like that balance card, and also the clearing of the way. And you have flow. Of course you have flow, because you were in the stream and it was flowing. You have flow. Let your worries drift away. That's what I saw. So just allow yourself to get into the flow. Oh my gosh. The first one I did, I saw a waterfall for Aries, and the waterfall card came up. I really love it when Spirit jumps in there and just gives me all kinds of information. All right, so let's move into the week. So we start out in Gemini, and that's about finding that sense of peace. It's like that meditative peace. That's communicating with Spirit. So if you have any time, these will be coming out on Sunday morning because of my crazy life. But if you're listening to this, take the moment to sit and write down what it is you want to accomplish over the next 6 months and what you're grateful for, and just relax and find that inner peace. And you have the Hierophant, which is about things that you always thought were a certain way might not be. There are absolute truths, and do you know what they really are? Like, you might be searching again for your higher knowledge, speaking to your spirit guide. See all those symbols on there of the different religions? Like, what you always thought was true might not be what you think. I took a mythology class, and because I had to have a humanities credit. And I'm like, ooh, I like Greek mythology. Well, we barely covered Greek mythology. They covered world religions as mythologies, including Christianity. But what was interesting is that all of the religions had a lot of very similar features. And so we did a comparison and contrast, and the comparison was much more likely than the contrast. You also have the lovers. So a decision about a different way to look at, a way to challenge maybe your belief system surrounding a relationship, or a major decision that needs to be made that will affect your primary relationship. So are you choosing one person over another? Are you choosing one job over another? Are you sticking it out and being loyal to the end? Does it bring you joy and happiness? Like, life is supposed to be fun. It really is. All right. The moon's going to move into Cancer on Monday night at 9:24 p.m. So basically, we're talking Tuesday when we have that eclipse at 3:16 p.m. and Wednesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday, you're dealing with a lot of water energy. Oh, that's the overall energy for the week. Let's get the Gemini stuff. Don't even know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you're making a decision, not for you. Not for you. This looks a lot like a divorce to me. Several things on here look a lot like a divorce. Could be a divorce of a relationship, or could be a divorce of a job. Like you could be quitting a job. It's we're done. Whatever it is, like the decision's being made. It's not, you know, you have this direction card here. There was a blockage. I think, you know, with the self-employment card, it could definitely just be, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. Or you are self-employed and you're like, maybe I need to, this is not working and I need to go make some money and take a real, you know, a job with, you know, I'm not going to say a real job because self-employment is a real job and it's hard work. But a job maybe where you can count on the paycheck. Like, I get paid every 2 weeks if I take this job and I just can't handle the stress right now. Maybe you hang on to your side gig for a while. I don't know. But it looks like not for you. So, with that moon in Cancer and over the wow, Spirit wants to encourage you to show up for yourself and to talk to them. You have respect. This is self-respect. This is self-love. This is the beginning of this. This is the realization that you deserve these things. And so you're being asked to waken up, reawaken. We come into this world with a plan, but we have amnesia as we're born. We can't remember what it was. And now everybody's starting to wake up at different times, different speed. But Taurus, it looks like it's time to wake up. It's like the alarm clock's going off and they're kind of shaking you, going, come on, it's time to get up. It's time to get up, honey. And raise your vibration. It's time to wake up. Show yourself some dignity and respect. And raise your vibration. Beautiful cards. The moon is going to move into Leo at 8:19 p.m. on Wednesday. So basically, we're talking Thursday and Friday if you're here in the Eastern time zone. But, you know, shift that out to where you are. You do the math. So that energy with Mercury about to go retrograde at the end of the week. Mercury is already in Leo and it's getting ready to go retrograde. And so going over some old ground, slowing things down. Make sure with this communication thing that you're definitely paying attention to the details, double checking everything because that's going to be highlighted. But here we are now. We're in your 4th house of home with this Mercury retrograde. And so remember up here where they said you were not alone? Spirit really wants you to understand that you are not alone because you have faith and plenty. So, if you're worried about money and finances, the universe is abundant and there's always more than enough for everybody to have what they want and need. Need and want, I guess I should say. And you have Joan d'Arc, which is about having faith. Having faith in the process, having faith in yourself, having this belief. And the moon in this phase is all about acceptance and growth. So this is about accepting that you can do this. You can create what you want, whether it's a relationship of an intimate nature or whether it's a relationship in a job situation. There's a lot of opportunity here for you to pull this all together. And you're not alone. You have this friendship card. So say you just went through a breakup and you're like, oh, I hate being alone. Go spend some time with your friends. Go out and have some fun. Don't sit at home thinking about how miserable you are because there's nobody there to do your laundry. Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. We all do our own laundry these days. But you know what I mean. Okay, so then the moon is going to move into Virgo. 12:25 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So Saturday and Sunday here on the East Coast of the United States. And we have self-love and nourishment. So this is about nurturing yourself and taking care of yourself and showing yourself the respect and loving yourself. For some guidance. I went to the wrong cards. We got guidance. I grabbed the wrong cards and I said for some guidance. This is funny. They're reminding you to ask Uriel and Gabriel and who else was here? St. Michael and Hilaron, the Hilaron, and your higher self for any guidance that you need working through stuff. I feel like there's another one, but I'm just not sure which one it is. It's this one. All right. So you need to have patience for yourself, patience for the change, that autumn thing. I think maybe you want it right now. Here we are. It's only July, and autumn isn't until perhaps after the equinox, right? So we're talking September, October, November. So you're a couple months out, but you have a new idea, and you just need to have patience for it. You need to allow the opportunity for it to, it's that birthing of the new idea, the key, right? You have a new idea. It's going to take some time. They're telling you it's going to take a few months. They got autumn down. So that could be September, October, November, or it could be if you're in the southern hemisphere, maybe we are talking, March, April, May. So have some patience. All right, let's get you a gemstone that you can use to help you stay focused on your goals over the next 6 months, to remind you that you are not alone, that the situation that you are walking away from, work or a business or intimate partnership, you are not alone. You have friends. There's community. This is how you find the balance. So have patience for yourself. Have patience with the process. Raise your vibration by finding the joy in life. Okay, so wow. All right, so if you're worried about money, that's this one. Okay. Remember in the Akashic Records where you were trying to figure out how it is you always get into the same situation over and over and over? It says, I recognize repetitive patterns. Choose love. I choose kindness. I choose compassion. I choose love. I choose kindness. I choose compassion. If you have been picking partners based on more superficial things, it's time to start looking at what really makes your soul happy. I choose love. I choose compassion. I choose kindness. Who are those people? Who are those people? You have Jet. I am always divinely protected, and I know that I am safe. I am always divinely protected, and I know that I am safe. I feel like this fated meeting goes over here with this Malachite. So we have Malachite. If you are trying to bring in a healthy, balanced relationship, choose Malachite. If you are worried about finances or somebody coming after you or healing just healing energies in general. Get a piece of jet. It's beautiful. It's really lightweight. I mean, it's heavy. As big as this is, it's so much lightweight. This rock here feels heavier. I don't know what this is. So it absorbs, I guess, all your negative energy. So, this one came up for Aries. I meditate regularly. I am insightful. My connections with the universe, wisdom, guides me daily. This is that communication. This is APOPHYLLIT. Apophyllite, I'm thinking. Not really 100 on that. So, communication with spirit, right? Over the next 6 months, definitely want to spend some time doing that, getting into your Akashic records, opening your Akashic field, really getting in touch. I'm missing one. Here we go. Oh, you have leopard skin jasper, something I can say. I observe my surroundings and know that I am divinely guided. You are divinely guided. I observe my surroundings and I know that I am divinely guided. We've got Uriel and Gabriel. So, these are some really good cards for you. I mean, not cards, but stones for you to take a look around. You can order them online. You can go into a shop. However, you know, whatever works for you. Ordering online is probably faster and easier. But there's something really special about picking them up and having them, you feeling the energy from them and going, oh, wait, this is the one I want. So, you know, however that works for you. All right, well, Taurus, wow, these are going to be long readings. All right, you have a great opportunity here to move yourself forward, to make connections with spirit, to lift yourself up. So go for it. Go for it. And make sure you're communicating your authentic, true self. Really focus on that over the next 6 months. All right? And we'll talk soon. You take care.